Hello everyone, it's me Kathy from Pocono Sewing-Back, and today I want to talk to you about your bobbin and bobbin tension. When you get poor stitching, it's just one of those things where people just automatically assume something is wrong with their machine, and it may not be something is wrong with your machine. It may be something wrong with the way you threaded your machine. We've all been there, it's all happened to us. I was just in a class a couple days ago, and one of my students was stitching out an embroidery design, and she was getting very poor quality tension on top. Now, usually, and I said this in my previous video, when people see things happening on top, they think it's a needle issue, when in fact, it's probably on the bottom. It's probably a bobbin issue. So the reverse is usually true. You have a problem on the bottom, it's a needle tension issue. And if you have a problem on the top, it is probably a bobbin tension issue. So what happened to her was she was doing an embroidery design, and it just looked like a line of thread on top on her design. There was no definition in the stitch. So I said, hold up. I said, stop your machine. What we're gonna do is rethread that machine from scratch. We're gonna rethread the needle, and we're going to make sure that we insert the bobbin in the bobbin case correctly. What people tend to do is when they put their bobbin in the machine, and always make sure that you are using the bobbin made for that machine. Do not, be very careful when you go to a flea market or you go into Walmart and you're picking up bobbins. Please make sure that you are getting a bobbin that is a Janome or an Elna or a Brother or a Baby Lock or a Bernina machine. Get the machines that are made by the manufacturer for your machine, because it makes a huge difference in the stitch quality. Just because a bobbin fits into a bobbin case does not mean that you're going to get good quality stitching. They're all made to the specifications of the manufacturer. But when people put in their bobbin into the bobbin case, they often take their thread and they just use one hand to put the thread in the bobbin. And that can be problematic, and right now I'm going to show you why. Here's the Janome 6600. Now this is a top loading machine, top loading bobbin, and I'm going to take the cover off, and when you are installing your bobbin into a top loader bobbin case, I want you to pay attention to a couple things to make sure that you are actually engaging the tension spring. And the first thing you want to do is hold your bobbin correctly. Make sure your thread is coming off the left-hand side. When you put your bobbin into the bobbin case and you are just kind of like setting your thread into the guides, put your finger on top of the bobbin so it still moves. Your bobbin can still rotate, but you're just giving it enough tension so that when you put it into the groove at 6 o'clock and then the groove at 8 o'clock, you can actually hear a click, or if you're using an easy set bobbin, you're gonna do it the same way. Just make sure that you're giving it tension with your finger to ensure that your thread is going to snap right into those the tension spring. All right, so what if you have a front loader? Well, a front loader bobbin looks like this right here. And this may be familiar to many of you. So how do you put your bobbin in this bobbin case, and how do you make sure that your thread is going into the tension spring? Well, I will show you. So on this one, it's the reverse of the top loader. Now the thread comes off the right side as opposed to the left. And here is your bobbin case. So I'll put it right in here, and I'm going to look for the groove on the bobbin case. Right here's the groove. Slide your thread down, and I heard it snap. You have to make sure you give it enough tension. You can see right here, I'm actually putting my finger here and actually just putting it into just past this little clip right here to make sure that your thread is seated properly into the tension spring. All right, so this is how you do the front loader. You guys, bobbin tension goes a long way to getting a beautiful stitch, and knowing how to insert your bobbin properly into your machine, giving it adequate tension so it goes into the tension springs, is very, very important. All right, till next time.